6. Mastering the mind. The mind is the center of all actions. The mind is the foundation of every action in life. Every decision, action, and result you achieve originates from your thinking. Successful people understand that to reach their goals, they must take control and train their minds. The mind can be a powerful tool to help you accomplish everything you desire, but if left unchecked, it can also become your worst enemy. Controlling your mind doesn't mean eliminating every negative emotion or thought with ease. What matters is learning how to manage these thoughts and feelings instead of letting them control you. Successful people know that a healthy and trained mind enables them to move toward their goals with clarity and strength. They don't allow themselves to be distracted by external factors, but focus on what they want to achieve. To master your mind, you need to practice positive affirmations and visualize your goals. Positive affirmations create an optimistic mindset, helping you feel confident and stay focused on what you want, rather than worrying about what you don't. Visualization is a powerful tool that allows you to see yourself already achieving success, creating a mental model that you pursue daily. Using proactive thinking. To succeed, you can't let your mind wander aimlessly or react passively to everything around you. You need to actively focus your thinking on what matters and take deliberate action based on a clear plan. Proactive thinking means generating ideas, setting goals, and creating action steps to bring them to life. When you act with intention, you don't just operate out of habit or let circumstances dictate your actions. You stay focused on your objectives and align your thoughts so that every step moves you closer to your goal. This could mean clearly defining your goal, breaking it down into actionable steps, and dedicating time to what matters most. Intentional action prevents distractions from derailing your progress. You won't let random thoughts, emotions, or external events take away your focus. When you act with purpose, you produce real, measurable outcomes, not just dreams or theories. Building the habit of positive thinking. One key to mastering your mind is developing the habit of positive thinking. This isn't something you acquire overnight. It takes daily practice to shift your perspective and gradually replace negative thoughts with constructive ones. When you cultivate a habit of positive thinking, you'll notice a clear difference in how you respond to situations and challenges. Instead of feeling discouraged or frustrated, you'll begin to see opportunities to learn and grow. This mindset shift not only improves your emotional well-being, but also leads to better results in whatever you do. One way to build this habit is by using positive affirmations. Remind yourself daily of your strengths and capabilities. The way you think about yourself has a huge impact on how you act. When you believe in your abilities, you'll take more confident action, embrace challenges, and persevere through difficulties. Focusing on solutions. A crucial trait for success is the ability to focus on solutions rather than problems. When you face a challenge, it's easy to get caught up in worry and negativity, fixating on what's going wrong. But successful people understand that focusing on solutions is the only path forward. To do this, you must train your mind to concentrate on what you can do rather than what's beyond your control. Whenever you encounter a problem, instead of stressing about potential negative outcomes, look for ways to solve it. This approach reduces anxiety, boosts your confidence, and helps you take more effective action. By consistently focusing on solutions, you'll learn how to overcome challenges quickly, create positive outcomes, and move steadily toward your goals. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by obstacles, you'll start seeing them as chances to improve and grow. Using visualization to achieve goals. One of the most powerful tools for mastering the mind is goal visualization. Visualization is the practice of imagining yourself achieving your goals and feeling the emotions associated with that success. It strengthens confidence and fuels motivation because it allows you to clearly see the rewards of your hard work. When you visualize your goals vividly, your brain aligns your actions with those goals. You feel more energized each time you face a challenge, and the image you've created helps you stay focused on what you want to achieve. Visualization isn't just about picturing the outcome. It also involves mentally rehearsing the steps you'll take to get there. By visualizing each stage of the journey, you mentally prepare yourself for action and increase your likelihood of success. Thinking with self-discipline and self-management. Finally, to master your mind, you must actively manage your thinking. This means consciously shifting your mindset whenever you catch yourself falling into negativity. Practice self-control and redirect your thoughts toward a positive and empowering direction, while building strong belief in your own abilities. Self-directed thinking is essential for achieving long-term goals and maintaining focus on what truly matters. You can't allow emotions or external circumstances to derail your plans. It's your consistency in thought and action that will carry you through challenges, help you reach your goals, and build lasting success. In summary, to master your mind, you must manage your thinking, focus on solutions, visualize your goals, and build the habit of positive thinking. When you gain control of your mind, you will act with purpose and move toward your goals with certainty and effectiveness. 7. Embrace difficulties and challenges. Welcoming hardships. Difficulties and challenges are not our enemies. They are opportunities for growth. When facing hardships, instead of avoiding or worrying about them, you can see them as chances to learn and grow. This doesn't mean you have to enjoy pain or failure, but rather that you accept and confront challenges proactively and with strength. In life, no one can completely avoid failure. Successful people are not those who never fail, but those who know how to embrace failure, learn from it, and keep moving forward. They understand that failure is an essential part of the journey toward growth and success. It is through failure that we draw valuable lessons and become stronger. Think of those who have achieved great success in any field, from sports and the arts to business. They all had to face failure at some point, but instead of giving up, they turned failure into lessons and moved forward. They didn't let hardships and failure define them. They used those experiences as stepping stones to go further. The key is to change how you view challenges. Don't see them as negative obstacles, but rather as opportunities to improve your skills, strengthen your mindset, and grow as a person. Those who overcome adversity are not the ones who avoid it, but the ones who embrace it and use it to become better versions of themselves. Building strength through challenges. When you learn to embrace challenges, you will no longer feel fear or anxiety when faced with difficulties. You'll face them with courage and transform them into opportunities for development. Each challenge, each hardship, is a chance to build your strength and resilience. Confronting challenges helps you discover your true potential. You'll realize that achieving great goals is not just about your current ability, but also about how much you grow in the process of overcoming obstacles. Every time you overcome a challenge, you not only reach a desired outcome, but also become stronger and more confident. Challenges are opportunities to discover and develop inner strength. When you face difficulties and don't give up, you'll see your strength grow with every step. You'll learn perseverance, resilience, and how to stay motivated during tough times. When you feel exhausted, challenges will teach you how to recover, increase endurance, and continue fighting for your goals. Hardships as mental training grounds. Difficulties are not just lessons in skills or strategy, but also opportunities to train your mindset. Successful people understand that mental perseverance is a crucial factor for long-term success. When you face challenges, you must be patient, accept temporary setbacks, and not let failure stop you. Imagine if every time you faced hardship, you gave up, you would never truly know your capabilities. Mental toughness and resilience are forged through adversity. Only when you endure and overcome hardship can you build a strong mind and enough strength to achieve big goals. When you face challenges and don't give up, you create a powerful habit in both thinking and action. Each time you overcome a challenge, you not only improve your skills, but also strengthen your self-belief. Persistence in the face of difficulty is the foundation for all future success. Challenges as keys to growth. Difficulties and challenges are valuable lessons in your personal development journey. You can't avoid them, but you can learn to embrace and even love them. Hardships are not failures. They are keys that open new doors for growth and greater strength. One of the greatest benefits of embracing challenges is that you continuously improve. Every challenge helps you discover hidden abilities and expand your limits. When you face adversity, you not only learn how to solve problems, but also how to manage your emotions, stay calm, and seek creative solutions in every situation. Successful people are those who move through challenges without breaking down. They understand that failure is part of the journey, and each failure is a chance to learn and grow. In fact, many people achieve their greatest successes after their most painful failures because they learn how to rise again and move forward. How to change your perspective on challenges. To start loving difficulties and challenges, you need to shift your mindset. Instead of seeing them as insurmountable obstacles, try to view them as learning opportunities. How you think about challenges determines how you respond to them. One effective way to change your mindset is to see hardships as chances to explore your limits. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this challenge? Instead of feeling frustrated or disappointed, focus on what you can learn and how you can improve. Don't let difficulties stop you. Let them push you forward. Conclusion. Difficulties and challenges are not enemies. They are opportunities for growth. When you learn to embrace challenges, you build strength and resilience, helping you reach your biggest life goals. Every challenge is a valuable lesson, helping you become more complete and get closer to success. Learn to welcome hardship and discover the hidden strength within yourself. 8. Take full responsibility. Take responsibility for your life. One of the most important principles for achieving success in life is to take full responsibility for everything that happens in your life. Most of us tend to blame circumstances, other people, or even fate when things don't go our way. But if you continue to blame factors beyond your control, you will always remain in a passive state and be unable to grow. Taking full responsibility means accepting responsibility not only for your successes, but also for your failures. Every result you experience, whether good or bad, is the direct consequence of the decisions and actions you have taken. When you recognize this, you stop making excuses for your lack of success, and instead look for ways to improve and adjust your decisions. A successful person never blames external conditions or their living situation. They understand that no matter how difficult the circumstances are, they can still change and control their life through proactive actions and their own decisions. Responsibility is the foundation for managing your life and achieving your desired results. Stop blaming circumstances. One of the first steps you need to take is to stop blaming your circumstances. When you blame circumstances, you put yourself in a position of weakness. This means you allow external factors to dictate your life instead of taking charge and changing it yourself. Circumstances do not define you. How you respond to them is what matters. A successful person does not see difficult circumstances as an excuse to give up. They see them as challenges to overcome. If you keep blaming circumstances or others, you will never be in control of what happens in your life. Instead, you will become a victim of your environment and be unable to change anything. Taking full responsibility means acknowledging your mistakes and fixing them instead of looking for someone else or something else to blame. This is how you build confidence and inner strength. When you accept responsibility for what happens, you can learn from your mistakes and grow from them. The power to change your life. When you take responsibility for your life, you gain the power to change it completely. This begins with the awareness that you are the one who decides your fate, not any external factor. In reality, every decision you make can change the course of your life. Being responsible for your life means not blaming others when you face difficulties. You cannot change what has already happened, but you can change how you react to it and learn from your mistakes. Taking full responsibility allows you to regain control and create positive change. Once you realize that you have the power to change everything in your life, you will no longer feel trapped by difficult circumstances. You will begin to act with intention and make wise decisions to achieve your goals. Your life will no longer be driven by conditions, but by your own choices and actions. Responsibility leads to achievement. Responsibility is not just about admitting mistakes. It is about taking action to fix them. This requires you to proactively solve problems rather than waiting for external change. Successful people understand that to achieve their goals, they must adapt and adjust their actions when necessary. When you take responsibility for your goals, you focus on effective actions and eliminate the obstacles in your way. Not blaming others or circumstances strengthens your resolve and leads to lasting success. Remember that every step on your journey is the result of the decisions and actions you have chosen. You will never achieve success if you don't take initiative to correct your course. Taking full responsibility for your life not only gives you the power to change your future, but also helps you learn from failures and move forward with greater determination. The difference between the successful and the unsuccessful. The key difference between successful and unsuccessful people is the willingness to accept responsibility. Unsuccessful people tend to blame circumstances or others when things don't go their way. They fail to see that failure is not due to outside forces, but to poor decisions and lack of commitment on their part. On the other hand, successful individuals always take responsibility for all outcomes, good or bad. They understand that only by taking full responsibility can they control their lives and make the necessary changes to achieve greater goals. Responsibility is the beginning of change. When you take full responsibility for your life, you stop relying on help from the outside. You become your own leader and create the results you desire. The biggest change in life comes when you realize you have the power to control every situation and choose your actions accordingly. Responsibility is the first step toward making the necessary changes in life. When you face difficulties and failures without blaming anyone else, you will no longer be limited by your circumstances and can create the life you truly want. Conclusion: taking full responsibility for your life is one of the most crucial factors in achieving success. When you understand that every result, whether good or bad, is the outcome of your own decisions and actions, you take back control and make the necessary changes to reach greater goals. True transformation only happens when you accept responsibility and act proactively.